Hi there viewers, and welcome to this week's guided angel reading. This is the week for December Friday the 2nd until December the 9th, Friday the 9th. So welcome you all. I hope you've had a good week last week, and we're moving into that December period now. We can sort of say goodbye to those quite turbulent energies of November and hope that December brings us in something a little bit lighter in the way of energies, which I get the feeling it will do, for a lot of reasons too. December sees us coming towards the end of the year, so we march into the whole newness phase of welcoming in new, because we're getting ready, we're preparing to welcome in a new year, and we're also welcoming in new seasons as they come. We're officially, or we call it officially now, walking in the summer months down here in the southern hemisphere, whereas the northern hemisphere you're walking up into the winter months. So we're in the solstice is upon us soon, generally on the 21st of December, somewhere around those days. We note that we're in our longest day and our shortest night. And for you, of course, in the north, it's the opposite. So we've got a whole bunch of new things rallying on in. And when we welcome in newness, we welcome in change and growth. And that's exciting, because that's really what we're all here for, to have experienced change and growth and learning. So anyhow, let's take a look at the cards for this week. And the first one here is acceptance. Now, the whole acceptance card, there's a lot of little angels all flying in there around, with the main one in the middle. So there's a lot of activity and people and energies. There's little fairies down here as well, and butterfly type fairies there, and gnomes. I think the message about the acceptance card is, when we learn to accept issues for being what they are, then we stop needing to control it. And when you have a need to control things, you're not allowing them to be what they are. So also, when you have a need for things, you prevent your wishes or your desires from actually eventuating. So if you constantly, in a situation in your life, it might be your job or relationships or your health or whereabouts you live or your house or anything, you might be going, what's wrong with this? Why is this not gelling? Or why isn't it going the way I want it to? I'm just not happy about it. You're not accepting it when you go on about those situations. And so you prevent yourself from moving into a positive phase. You're blocking it. It's like you hold yourself trapped in that vibration. So in learning to accept a situation and just let it be, let it go, then you stop that need and control desire, and then other things can come and take shape and begin to appear in your life. And it's a big message, the acceptance card, because it's just asking you all to let go of it. Don't be so forceful and in need of control about every single thing in your life, because we get a bit lost on that path. So you also, when you let go of it and stop needing to control, you're then in a little bit more of a state of gratitude, and gratitude brings about a higher vibration. And when we come into the higher vibrations, we will manifest more, and we're just in that happier space. And that's what our life is about, achieving happiness and joy. Which brings me to the next card in the middle, and what a beautiful card this is. And that's just my cat coming through the cat flap, that noise. The beautiful angel there riding on the dolphin in the sea, and she's gloriously happy and communing with nature and being at one with nature. Now, joy is the highest vibration that we can possibly feel, that and love. And these cards actually today have sent quite a big message about vibration changing, and I think that's also the message for December, saying to us all, the universe is creating a vibrational change, and it's creating an uplift in vibration energies, which is going to be good for us all. We're going to feel that slight lifting of the seriousness and those harsher energies of November, and it's coming through in the cards that we're seeing this lightness come through. But they are, the angels and the universe, however you want to view it, are saying to you, please bring in a little bit more joy into your life. And when you do that and you have the acceptance and they all kind of merge in together, you will feel in a rounder, happier place. And you might be going, I've got no joy, I can't be happy about anything at the moment. Everything's feeling down, or I'm negative, or blah blah, such and such is wrong. But in fact, that is wrong, because you can create joy in whatever you wish. You don't have to find it in great big events. You can find joy in listening to children play and their laughter. You can find joy in looking at a beautiful flower. You can find joy in giving something unconditionally to someone. Those things all create joy and gratitude. And even the little steps every day help change your vibration and move it forward and make it positive. So the next card we move on to, which is this final card over here from the different deck, the Toni Salereno deck, is the Goddess of Awakening. Now that's a lovely card. Look at her. She's rather in a blissful kind of contemplative state there with this beautiful shining universal energy coming from above down into her, and it's sort of like a creative card. And what it actually does say is that it's there could be some romance coming for some of you, which I'm sure is always a nice thing, isn't it? And for those of you who are perhaps in an existing relationship, it can also be saying that your current relationship is going to enter a renewed phase of excitement and enchantment. So again, we see this, that they create that higher vibration or lighter vibration coming in. The cards have quite decidedly directed that for you all this week. And just one other little message here with the other two cards, that's sort of, because I'm doing the two decks, just making sure that they converse with each other and that the messages are exactly what they're trying to pass out. The other two cards that arrived were the Assertiveness card and the Angel of Communication. Now both of those cards actually mean pretty much the same thing. There's a little bit of a message here that some of you perhaps have got a message that you need to be transferring across to another party, whether it be work or a personal relationship or family or someone around you. And reading from the Gods, Goddesses and Angels book, I'll just read a little bit of that out about the Angel of Communication. And it says, one of your major lessons in this lifetime is to learn to communicate what you want clearly. You assume that those around you know what you want or how you feel, yet the truth is they don't. Because of your failure to communicate honestly and clearly, those around you often end up confused, or at best having to guess what it is you want, feel or expect. Do not be afraid to say it like it is. You cannot lose anything by simply stating your truth. You do not need to blame others or accuse others in order to speak your truth. Just state your case clearly. Underlining the whole issue is a fear of not being accepted or not gaining the approval of others, and therefore you're often afraid to speak up. Know that it is an act of love unto yourself and others to communicate clearly, lovingly, and honestly. And interestingly enough, the card that matched that was the Assertiveness card, and those two things are saying the very same thing. You need to take a little bit of strong assertiveness in an issue that requires some form of communication between two parties. And it doesn't mean doing it in a harsh manner. It means doing it with a little bit of firmness and actually clearly getting across your intention about what it is that you need to be cleared up or the issue that you need to address. So that would appear to be it for this week, everyone. I'll just remove those two. Definitely some positive messages there about light, love, joyfulness, acceptance, move it on, boot out the old, bring in the new. We're ramping up to the end of the year. There are festivities and fun awaiting us. It's how we feel about life that holds us back. So change how you feel, bring in some new thoughts and be happy. Have a safe week, everyone. And until next week, take care. Many blessings.